Yo, Dr. A and B. Yo, applying pressure on these devils with divine lectures. Student of Malachi York, I am the rhyme center. I've been on it since 2000, I vibe better. Blue House, master third degree, it's life's nectar. I got that power of right knowledge, we call it second. They don't live it, they only talking right out their rectum. Pushing out that BS, talking and just pretending. These liars are gas, they frontin' in class. They hide behind signs and symbols and controlling the map. This ain't a game, black, from way back. You better change that, it's freedom in the music. They think I be the nuisance. They puppet master weak brothers and push them to confusion. These cowards claim they're leaders but misleading and abusing. Powers of the illusion, never live by the truth. And you call yourself elites, but I see you acting stupid. I'm standing up for real guard soldiers building a union.
Peace. This is Dr. A and B, African Man Born. All right. So to book Dr. A and B, African Man Born, you got to go to Legal Mob Entertainment. Legal Mob Entertainment, ran by Miss BK. All right. You go on Facebook. You can go, but email her if you want to book any shows or anything that requires my services dealing with music. Miss BK, Legal Mob Entertainment. Anything locally as far as shows and gatherings, you do that through Marcel Joseph, which is my lawyer. You hit her up at marcel@gmail.com. For Miss BK, you hit Legal Mob Entertainment at gmail.com to get all the music, videos, even the clothing, the hats and all that. AfricanManBorn.com. All right, or you can see me at different vending events around the city of Boston and Massachusetts and even out of state. All right, AfricanManBorn.com for everything. Peace.
Not even surprising to me that certain people are calling this the worst Super Bowl performance ever. Those same certain people lost their damn mind a week ago because of the Grammys, so I saw this coming. Before the 2020s, do you know how many Super Bowl performances I had to sit through, fast forward, and just chalk it up that this ain't for me? And not just Super Bowl performances, but beauty standards, standards about whether or not you're intelligent, standards about weight, not taking into account that certain women carry more body fat and muscle mass in certain areas than other women do, standards about whether or not the way my hair naturally grows out my head is appropriate in the workplace. And for a couple of hours on 2 separate Sundays, those certain people cannot fathom what it feels like to not be centered. I really love that Black people are starting to live our lives in a way to where we're not centering other people in our conversations and our art. Because that right there is where true freedom exists.
Peace. This is Dr. A and B on A and B TV. All right. The sister that you just heard is Erica Lashai. For those who don't know who she is, she's on Instagram, TikTok, and on Facebook. She delivers a lot of different inspirational Black messages for people to pay attention to, especially in the fabric of what America is today. All right. So with that being said, right, people talking about the Super Bowl halftime show and how it's the worst halftime show ever. And look who's coming, where it's coming from. It's either coming from some white person that don't like Black music or Black musicians. Not Black music, because they love Black music, because all music is Black. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. And then it's coming from Black folks that value white logic. And I say this because I'm not going to say that all white people feel this way, because a lot of white people love Kendrick. All right. I remember there was an idiot that came on here and he said that the Kendrick show was whack because the white people that was around, they didn't know any of the songs. Again, you're an idiot. I call him Carlton 2.0. And the funny thing is, Carlton liked Black women. So there you go. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about like the Kendrick Lamar show, you was meant to be entertained. And I get it. I get it from that ignorant perspective. But also, that wasn't a show for you if you didn't like it. There's a lot of country people that went on the Super Bowl halftime show that sucked. There's a lot of white folks that went on there that sucked. There's a lot that we don't sit there and go head over heels to sit there and degrade them. Why? Because we value white folks more than we value our own as a populace. And the problem is that, you know, like just like this one lady went on there and she said, "Oh, I can't believe the racism that I saw in the halftime show." Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is racist when you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of white folks, y'all make things up all the time. You're always saying something about racist. Something is racist. What type of racism have you really dealt with? Where a Super Bowl halftime show makes you feel so oppressed, because that's what racism is. Racism is a discriminatory form of oppression that is used with political power. You know what I'm saying? Systematic racism, verbal, which is bigotry. You know what I'm saying? And entertainment racism, like when they put like blackface and all other shit, and then they do coon shit, or they have black folks do certain things that are very Bojangles and clownish and gesturous, just to show how they think of us. You know what I'm saying? That's all racism. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, sports is racist in itself, as far as the entertainment business of sports, how they was upset that black people was kneeling for the they was kneeling when they came to the national anthem. Y'all don't treat us good enough for even to have us do that shit anyway. Let me ask you a question. If we're so much a problem, right? If we're so much a problem, why don't you just ship black folks somewhere in Africa, where you keep saying, yeah, go back to Africa with that shit? And I was like, you're the one that went into Africa and took some of these motherfuckers. What are you talking about? Your ancestors went into Africa and took people. They didn't just come here and then start fucking shit up. Y'all making it seem like we just came here for 400 something years and started fucking shit up, and then it was bad for white folks all this time. No, it was bad for us the whole time. And even the black people that were here, you went into the land, you killed off our ancestors, and then you said, oh, this is our land, this is white land. Like y'all are weird, man. Y'all think you're great at everything, and you're not. You're not better than anybody. And then you get jealous when a black person comes in and succeeds in the same sport, or the same educational field, or the same job, or the same, like, you're mad. This is how you know that racism is stupid, right? You're mad that a black artist chose to be on the Super Bowl because he was asked to be on there. He did the show, and there was no white people that represented in that show in a black art form. We don't have to put you there. You got rid of DEI anyway, so why the fuck you give a fuck? Oh, now you want the inclusion because black people didn't want to put a white person in it? We didn't have to do that. And it wasn't even with racist intent. He just didn't want to he didn't have any white employees, and he probably did that on purpose, just like y'all do. Y'all do the same shit. You want to be the one to control the narrative. That's the reason why y'all say all this shit. Oh, it's racist, or, get rid of DEI, affirmative action, disqualifies all you black folks because you're stupid. How are we stupid when you're the one talking about us? You know what I mean? Because as far as I'm concerned, right, if we was stupid, you wouldn't make it illegal to read during slavery, because we would be too stupid to take that information and use it. But you knew enough. You're not totally stupid. You knew that if we educate ourselves and we learn, then we can be whatever we want to be, because our mind will tell us to be that, especially in a situation like that where we're forced. We would get out of that situation because we would know how to outthink you, because intelligence can't be taught. Intelligence is something that can be enhanced, but it can't be taught. I can't teach a person to be intelligent. So what you saw at the Super Bowl halftime show, you had to be intelligent to like it. You had to be smart to like it. All the people, even the black folks that don't like it, you kind of got to be smart to like it. And a lot of y'all not using your brains. You're not using that melanin that's within your pineal gland to even understand what Kendrick was doing. He wasn't just talking about Drake. There was portions where he talked about Drake, and it was obvious, but then he was talking about the fabric of America. And that's why a lot of these white folks are mad, because y'all play games with us, and we know that the games are being played. And in 2020, we already know this is like, well, listen, this era, everything is being destroyed, and it will be rebuilt by the gods and goddesses of the planet and the universe, and that's us. And the music is just a representation of what's happening. It's a warning of what's happening. So y'all need to lay down, get down or lay down now. Y'all need to figure out for yourselves how to coexist with your overseers of the planet, which is us. We are the true overseers. We are the overseers in flesh. You keep disrespecting us. You keep coming at us. You keep trying to take our shit. You're mad because you haven't completely controlled hip-hop. You only control hip-hop from a financial and marketing and visual perspective. You haven't controlled hip-hop from the cultural perspective because you don't value culture. And that's the one thing about hip-hop. When it comes to hip-hop, this is why they created that whole Puerto Rican versus black shit to see who created hip hop. It's obvious who created hip hop in America. We know that. You know what I'm saying? People saying, well, it comes from Africa. Listen, Africa created all forms of culture, but we spread around this place. And we went all over. And any time you see a Nubian, a melanated being with woolly hair like us, and we make something in some area, just remember, it was formed there, but it was by us. Yes, it ties back to Africa. But the fact of the matter is, hip-hop started in the Bronx, New York. Bronxdale, New York. You know what I mean? And it had 3 stages, from the Bronxdale to Bronx, to like the actual boroughs in the Bronx. Then it spread. And it was black Americans that did that. Just like we created rhythm and blues, we created the blues, we created rock and roll, we created country music, we created classical, we created dancing. Nobody dances better than black people. I don't give a shit what you say. Everybody has their cultural shit, but black dancing is black. Rhythm, movement. You know what I'm saying? Cadence, all of that. Rapping, come on, man. Nobody speaks better than us. You know what I mean? But we let everybody come in because it really isn't nothing. We can create something new, but at the end of the day, this is our culture and we need to gatekeep it. You know what I mean? So y'all mad because we gatekeep hip hop. You know what I mean? You mad, we can say whatever we want about everybody else that comes in. You know why? Because we can gatekeep that because it's our shit. Just like y'all do country music. You can't gatekeep country music because you didn't create that shit. And people gatekeep all the time from areas. Like, I don't understand why there's white neighborhoods in the first place because y'all are not from there. Y'all are not from there. I could do another video about where you're from, and then you're gonna try to get my content shut down, but I don't give a fuck. You're not from there. So, man, but all in all, man, to end this off, what Kendrick did was a good service to hip hop, and it brought attention. And this is what hip hop is about: sending messages. Not everybody's gonna get it. Not everybody's gonna like it, and some people gonna say it's just garbage. That's your problem. Just say it's garbage and move on. Just like I think certain shit is garbage and I move on. You know what I mean? So that's my time. My name is Dr. A&B or Dr. A&B TV. I'll see you on the next podcast. Peace.